thrift store shopping. Are the days of the great scores over? As the online stores at the big chain thrift stores like Goodwill use, taken all the desirable stuff off the shelves and put them into a space that the price gets bid up so high, us thrift store shoppers can't even compete? Maybe, or maybe not. Let's talk about it next. Hi, thank you for coming back. I surely appreciate it. And thrift store shopping. I've been thrift store shopping for the better part of the last 15 years, and I will admit that the great deals are fewer and farther between to find. But they're out there. But it takes a lot to find them. And not only that, the prices have risen. Sometimes you go somewhere and they've got a price more than what it would cost new or almost as much. So they've gotten a little crazy there. And as I mentioned in the opening, the online stores like Goodwill has, I go on there and heck, the shipping and handling is outrageous on top of what the prices get bid up. So I don't know how we're supposed to compete with that. But all is not lost. I think the real goal when you're thrift shopping, like I do, is consistency. You have to just keep going. Where you used to go 10, 12 times and boom, you find something really good. It might take 50 or 100 times to find something really good. And it's not always about stereo and media, which is what I and you guys watching this channel are looking for. We're looking for the CDs, the cassettes, the LPs, the stereo equipment. That's what we hope to find. But there's other outlying things you can find while you're out there searching the stores. I found this awesome light here that goes over my desk. It's like a $50 light. I got it for like $7. And this light here that's over my reel-to-reel, that's another thrift store find. So there's other outlying things you can find. And this stereo system, this speaker system I have hooked up to my laptop, found that for like $8. So there's other outlying things that are not just vintage stereo equipment or music media that you can find out there. But some of the highlights that I have found is I found, 10 years ago, it used to be part of my system. Here's a picture of it when I was just getting started putting a system together. This is how little it was when I started. But I found this Sherwood 7900A receiver, which I paid $14 for. And it worked great for years. I used that thing for 2 or 3 years until I got the Kenwood. I also found this Technics 616 cassette deck that I paid $25 for at a thrift store. And these were all finds that I found probably the last 7, 8 years. But then recently, like 3 months ago, I found this turntable, Bangs & Olufsen, just a few months ago, the RX2, in working condition for $8 at a local Goodwill. But that was after going to that Goodwill for probably, 50, 60 times before something good like that popped up. But it's out there. You just have to remain consistent. That would be my biggest advice. And not only that, expand. Go to nearby cities, big cities that are near you. Spend the day. We live in the Knoxville area. We'll go down to Chattanooga and we'll spend the day searching their thrift stores. We'll go to Nashville once or twice a year. We'll search those thrift stores. So expand where you're looking, and you never know what you might find. We go to Connecticut about 3 times a year, 3 or 4 times a year, because our daughter, son-in-law, and our grandbabies live up there. We always hit up the thrift stores up there when we're up there visiting. And just recently, I finally came across, about 8 years ago, I found a batch of classic rock records. I couldn't believe it. I found 30-something classic rock records. It included Pink Floyd's The Wall. It included Wish You Were Here, Master of Puppets by Metallica was in the batch. It was I walked over to my wife holding all these records, shaking. I was so excited at my find. I paid $1 a piece for them. That was 8 years ago. Now it's just little bits here and there until this summer when I was up in Connecticut. I went into a Goodwill with my daughter. I found 29 records. They weren't in the best shape, but they were pretty good shape. I found 3 or 4 Aerosmiths. I found Alan Parsons Project. I found Heart. I found Ted Nugent. I found all these great records. They were $1.50 a piece. And that was just this past summer. But again, I've been to 100 thrift stores between the 8 years ago that I found the 30 and then this time where I found the 29 records. So it's consistency. That's what you have to keep in mind. Just keep plugging away. And there's just finds to be found out there, and they don't take everything off the shelves. They miss stuff like that turntable. They missed it. They should have put that in their auction, but they didn't, and I scored it. So I would love to hear your guys' scores. What have you found recently and in the past? I would love to hear about it. And just keep the hopes up. Keep out there plugging away, trying to find these scores. They're out there. But again, consistency, spread out. Take take a weekend, take the wife, go to a big city near where you live, spend the weekend, eat at a nice restaurant, and hit up the thrift stores. Have a good time. It can be a lot of fun. And if you find something good, it can really be rewarding. So anyway, that's about it. That's what I wanted to talk about on this video. I appreciate everybody just coming back and the subscribers I'm gaining and the likes and the comments. I try to engage in all the comments, so keep them coming. I'm sorry if I missed getting back to you on some comments, but I try to look at it every day. And with that, click the subscribe button, click that notification button so you know when I'm posting new videos. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.